breathing one big fart? Fuck yeah. Innocence. That was cute. That was he didn't think of like literally half the universe dying. He thought of, was the baby born?
And welcome to Always Room for More. I'm your host, Chris Moore. With me always, the beautiful Katrina Penny.
Hi, I'm Katrina.
And with us is our best friend, Ryan.
Hi there.
And
I'm Ryan.
Oh, sorry, Ryan. I cut you off. I was going to say. But welcome back, Spinny.
Hey.
Finally, he's
Yeah,
back.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm alive. I'm alive. It was a good break. I got a lot of art done.
Yes.
Art.
Oh.
Art.
Art.
As we explained in one episode, he's an artist of many, many arts.
Yeah, no, I'm the guy that makes the art.
Yeah.
Like finalized.
He's the artist of music.
I don't even write the art. I just like the guy who's like polishes the art.
Maybe would you think maybe you're the nervous system? Not the brains exactly, but everything has to pass through you.
That's a great analogy. I fucking
get
love
everything
that.
done.
Yeah, because like the guitarists are the brains. Like they write the songs. They're
Right.
just sitting there. Like I don't want to write no songs. I'll record them real good. I'll edit them real nice. I'll make them sound real great. But I'm not writing a goddamn song. Like yeah, that's too much. I have to care.
That makes sense.
Oh, I'm gonna smoke weed about that.
Yeah, smoke weed about that.
Did anybody check their horoscopes today?
No. I don't do that.
Sorry.
I'm probably the only one that cares about that.
Hey.
Go for it. You guys fucking.
Clearly not, because I was the idiot that asked the question.
I like it. I fucking like horoscope stuff. I read it. Just I didn't read mine today because I don't follow it every day.
I don't read the everyday ones because they're usually very predictable and they play on certain characteristics that are common towards the characteristics of that, what's the fucking word zodiac. So, like, for example, a lot of horoscopes you'll see about Leos are going to dictate their leadership skills and their artistic skills and their whatever. Other zodiacs are going to have certain skills that are attributed to that zodiac. So very commonly, those horoscopes are just playing on those common traits in those horoscopes. So, and
like you can't expect like them to give you an accurate, detailed response if you didn't even give them any stimuli. You're just reading it from a paper.
Yes.
That's just a blanket statement that describes a group of people.
Yes. So sometimes the occasional time, it'll line up because like you're a person.
Broken clocks right twice a time.
The thing that I love about astrology though is that it isn't just about your sun sign, which is your zodiac sign, that you are most commonly. So let's say I'm a Leo. I am, right? So I'm a Leo, and that only makes up one portion of my personality traits. The other personality traits then come into play with your rising sign and your moon sign and all that kind of stuff. So
interesting. How do you find out your rising sign or your moon sign?
Well, my love, that is done with a natal chart. Which is fun. Basically, doing your natal chart will allow you to pinpoint exactly what time you were born, right? So if you know the exact time you were born at, you can find out what the constellations were and where they were exactly in the sky the moment you were born. And those will align with your sun sign and your moon sign and so on. So for example, my sun sign is Leo. but my moon sign is Aries, and then my rising sign is Taurus. So I have attributes from Aries and Taurus as well. And those make up different parts of your personality. It's not all just your sun sign.
So you're not just a lion, you're a bull. Ouch. Watch the fuck out.
Well, we know about the zodiacs and stuff like that with your natal charts. But you ever heard of the black zodiac?
No.
No?
What?
Well,
Black Zodiac?
The Black Zodiac.
yes, the black zodiac. Actually, it's from a movie, 13 Ghosts. We were going to watch it, but we never got around to it, so I don't want to give too much away. But it's basically, you know what eldritch horror is?
Kind of. Is it almost like Lovecraftian?
Basically, it's Lovecraftian horror.
Yeah.
So it's basically like kind of like twist on zodiacs, and it's like about these 13 ghosts that are trapped on Earth, and they all have like bastard signs of the zodiac, basically.
Well, kind of like Horcruxes.
Yeah.
But like, not... Well, actually also written by kind of a bigot, both. But yeah, it's okay. This is like actually Lovecraft, right? Like that made these? Okay.
I think so. Like something like that. It's
Because
basically...
if it is, then yeah, like, yeah. You know what his cat was named?
No.
Yeah, we're not saying it on the podcast.
Oh, God.
Hard R, bro. Hard R.
Oh, really?
Straight up. Like,
No
no.
way.
Yeah. I'm not saying that. No, that's not.
That's Lovecraft?
That's Lovecraft. It was like the times.
Well, yeah,
Like,
I get
it still
that.
wasn't okay, but it was a long fucking time ago.
It was
So,
the
like,
wrong times.
Yeah, it was the wrong times, basically. A time where everyone was wrong.
Yeah.
At
They
least,
didn't know better.
yeah. Or they did, and
I was gonna
it wasn't
say.
bad not to.
Yeah.
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 I don't think it was always considered as offensive, and it's hard. I guess it's hard for us to tell
I think it was
what
supposed to be
level
offensive. But that was allowed. That
Yeah.
wasn't a problem. Like, or if it was, it didn't matter. What are you gonna do about it? It's old timey times.
It was basically, it was offensive to the people it was offensive towards, but no
But they
one
were
else-
allowed to be offensive.
Yeah. Basically,
Which
yeah.
is they were allowed to just hate.
Yeah.
I get that. I just think that it originally had started with a different meaning before it got dragged into becoming
just based off the
derogatory.
Latin word for the word black, the
Yeah.
color black.
Right.
It's definitely, in my opinion, probably been offensive for more than 200, 300 years.
Yeah, a lot more than that, yeah.
500. Like,
Well, then that raises the question: was the cat black?
Well, probably some of them.
If his cat was black, then that would make sense that he would name
was.
it a black cat,
I'm pretty sure it was.
right? But if it was like a white cat or some other kind of cat, he was just naming it that, then there might be something up with that.
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, Lovecraftian.
It ended in a hard R. It didn't start with a hard R.
You're just coming in. I don't even know. I don't even want to know what you thought that word was. Like,
I think I understand what word he was thinking, but
I thought he called his cat.
no,
No.
no.
I think everyone understood where you were going with that.
I still don't, but I get you to explain it later. Or I'll figure it out miraculously while listening to the podcast because I won't be as high while I'm editing it.
This is true.
That was a pothole and a half. What are the natal charts?
Yeah.
You want to start again? I don't know what a segue, but
Oh, I don't even know where we were. Like,
black horoscopes or
Yeah,
like
this
what was
is
it?
a black zodiac.
Black
stuff.
zodiac.
Because
What
you
is
were
that?
talking about your natal charts, and I was talking about how you were talking about the zodiacs and how like the rising sun and
yeah, so you have
It's like Eldritch.
your moon.
yeah.
You have your sun sign, your moon sign, and then there's still some things that I'm learning about. Like, I don't really understand like what ascendant and midhaven mean versus like I've heard it said like like Taurus rising versus
I have no idea
You know
the
what
two
I mean?
words you just said.
I know, so
Like,
that's
I've never heard those words in my goddamn life, and I know a lot of words. Big words.
there's a lot to it that I still am trying to teach myself. I don't fully understand all of the words, and it is very difficult to read a natal chart. That's why like a lot of the ones that I've seen or I've done on myself have been the computer generated ones, but there are people who will actually like make your natal chart for you and stuff like that. But basically, the best description in the smallest. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm twitching. I just twitched. Like, what? Don't bring attention to it. It just happens. It's not a new thing,
I called out Ryan. I'm gonna call you out. Like,
Oh shit! You got
mine's a
two
little
targets.
more medical. This guy yawned. I'm like, this is.
no, that's more than usual, is all.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hard today.
anyway,
Makes you a little glitchy.
so
Fucking reboot.
never mind.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
you need to work on that, honey, and that's what matters. And,
Okay.
and once
It's
you
not
learn
important.
once you learn more about it, we can bring it back up and bring it back to the table. Because, like you said, it's a work in progress, and I think it's really interesting, and it's really great that
I'm
you're
just trying
into
to
it.
explain my point, and I can't, so I'm just not.
We're gonna get back to you on this Midhaven and
Yeah, what are those
natal
words?
charts.
That
Ascendant and Midhaven.
it's a point in your natal chart. It basically is like showing where those certain signs are, like the midpoint of like, again, I don't fully understand it yet. I just know that like your moon sign and your sun sign come into heavy play, and then you have other signs that are like the ascending sign is another word for rising. I'm a Taurus rising, so if I'm correct, I believe that means that the Taurus constellation was in like moving at the time of my birth. So
It's going up.
the basic and the simplest definition of a natal chart is a snapshot of the sky at the exact moment of your birth. Okay?
And that's just based on like an interconnectedness between stellar bodies. Like every single star, moon, planet, like a little piece of rock is
Yes.
like a thing
So-
that's gravitationally bound, and that gravitational thing has an effect on.
Yeah. So
It has
where
greater
every
effect than we
planet
know.
was in alignment at the moment of your birth also comes into play. So you also have like different like planetary alignments as well that you can look into, which is really neat. But I've only done the zodiac one because again, I'm not an astrology major. I don't really know how things work. I'm still learning and I find it fascinating. So it's just kind of like research that
Some of the
I
fun is
need
you
to
don't
do.
know it all.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's definitely it. I don't want to like
And-
fully know physics or whatever thing I'm learning right now. I want to.
Yeah.
It's not going to be fun once I know it all.
Right.
It's fun learning it.
It's just it's one of those things where back to the horoscope thing, you know, the daily newspaper horoscopes are awesome and they're fun and they're cute little quirks, but it's hard to take them for anything but a little quirk because it doesn't have all the information.
Right.
It doesn't
You know,
show what time you were born,
you know,
where the
like-
stars were.
Exactly. And it only takes that one portion of your of your personality, which is your sun sign, and blankets it across.
Oh, I have a question, or more of an idea. It's also a question. Okay, so there's like computer simulation software for computers, like for the universe simulators, like Sandbox. You can just make it and like add your own parameters. Like, what happens if a black hole is right next to the Earth? It's like, oh, that happens. Like shit like that. Like, just what
Okay.
happens if the sun is the size of the Earth,
I think-
but just as dense? Oh, it turns into a black hole. Oh, it's eating everything. But anyways, no, but my
Alright,
point
your
is,
question.
my question is that could be used to find out your natal chart and just see it and just interact with it and get people more involved in that. It would kind of, or maybe even almost be a bridge between astronomy and astrology. It's like, we believe that the things are there and doing that, and then astrology is like, and we believe that makes us feel like this. That has an effect on our emotions and our perceptions and also how we portray
And,
ourselves.
I mean, it's kind of a meme that's going like that went around, but at the same time, it's kind of true, and a lot of people laugh at it. You know, like people who are like, "Oh, my moods change with the moon," you know, or like people look at spiritual people kind of like they're crazy, right? But think about it this way: the moon can control the tides, correct?
Yep.
Right? Are we not mostly water, too? Okay.
What percentage of the body is water? I think it's like
65.
60.
Right? So
60
what
plus?
makes you think that the moon can't have some sort of effect on us in a way, right? And that kind of had me thinking, like that might be a little far-fetched, but it kind of is an interesting thought because
I think you're on the right track, but I think for us, like, not the right reason. Because the body of water like that is, I don't think it would affect, it's because we have water in it that's happening. It's just like, that's a lot of water, so that the effects of the
But, like,
moon
even
does
that
that to the
maybe what if
water.
our blood-
But I'm saying, that magnetic effect, if it can control a goddamn ocean, it probably affects humans too, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not in the exact sense
Yeah.
of like it affects the water in me, but like it could it affects some part of me that
Yeah.
maybe I don't fully understand right now. But it can affect an ocean, so it can probably affect me
And,
too. I'm
like-
not better than an ocean. An ocean is huge and scary.
yeah. Exactly.
Wasn't it like the cause of the gravity of the two? Because I know there's like a little bit of gravity on it, but not a whole lot. Like there's not really a whole lot to keep in there.
That the gravity is what's
That's
causing
what
the
I
tide,
mean. Like
100%.
it's the two gravities kind of hitting each other, being like.
Yeah, I genuinely, I think the difference between astronomy and astrology could be summed up between saying astronomy is figuring out, like basically astrology is just a theory of gravity, and that gravity means more than it does to astronomers in like more of an emotional sense.
Yeah.
Because like it's where things are is and how they affect each other is literally gravity. So that's
Yeah.
just you're
Like-
just basically trying to understand gravity.
And the
in your
thing
own
that
way.
with the whole
I got a question though.
yeah.
Because you could be onto something, because the human body is made of 65% water. While the infant is developing in the womb, it hasn't quite developed the full body. So a great portion of that baby's body is still relatively water,
So
and the
much cell
electrons are quite a bit carried throughout the water. So maybe that is a good cause in further development, because a great portion of that could be going towards the brain, helping that kind of develop towards the baby.
So the other
like-
thing
It might not affect a human as much if we look at a human with the tide, being 65, like an adult at 65% water. But while a baby's developing for those
so
9
much
months,
there's so much cell growth that happens at that specific time.
Right.
Like that's so crucial to the creation of like that thing. Like, so you could have a greater effect than is what you're saying.
yeah.
Rather than like us when we're already adulthood. It's kind of like we can smoke weed now, but you don't give weed to a 2-year-old. Like,
Right.
like, but we're fine now. We're past that point of development. It's all downhill
I'm
from
just
here.
saying, like, you always hear, oh, Mercury's in retrograde, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
right?
Mercury's and Gatorade. Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, that's generally, again, with that gravitational pull and, the planets aligning and stuff like that. It's supposedly, a lot of people feel tension around those times and, they're a little more high strung. They might be, different in personality wise because something's shifting in the universe, right? And that's what a lot of people believe. I don't really know where fully I stand on everything, because I'm very open and I'm willing to learn about everything, and I'm willing to be proven wrong. Like, I'm not going to get butthurt if I get proven wrong in the long run, because that just means I've learned something. No. Yeah, it's nice to have, like, you're not going to change my spiritual beliefs, but like astrology wise and stuff like that, I'm willing to like bend a little bit. And like, this is just from my research and my, what my structure of like what I've looked up and stuff and what I can remember. And
and believing in stuff is good for the soul.
Good for the soul. You know what else? Speaking of which, what else is
Whether
good for
it's
the
right
soul?
or not.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you know what I mean? No one really knows. So
Like I was saying, humans need hope.
Yeah.
We live off hope. That's what helps. That's what keeps us going. Hope.
Hope,
We have some kind of
knowledge.
hope for whether it be an afterlife or whatever you think it is. As long as you have some kind of belief and hope and kind of thing like that, it helps you get through the day.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna explain the strings. It's actually kind of funny and related to this topic. It's the deep space one that Chris originally had.
Yeah, back on episode like 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
it comes back. It makes its return.
10 milligrams.
Space never really leaves.
Yeah.
Well,
This
that's
time
funny.
Katrina was pretty involved, though. It's mostly her topic today. Astrology and astronomy.
I have actually a couple more things that might be up the alley of you guys too, because it's a little bit funny. I got really fucking high, and I had a thought. And then the thought came back to me while I was at work. And I wrote it down before I forgot again. So, my little paper, and it's written on receipt paper here. What is a smell? Where does a smell go once it is smelt? What happens to a smell that is what happens to smells that are in the air? Do they float out into the atmosphere? Do they perpetually float around particles as particles? Are we breathing one big fart?
Maybe that's what the human atmosphere
Can
really
I just
is.
go for it?
Yeah.
Like, can I get a list off? Just see. I'm gonna see if I can answer all these questions. This is my opinion on these questions. What is a smell? Yeah, it's particles. It's like I'm gonna start right at the end. Are we breathing one big fart? Fuck yeah. there is like the difference between the air right here and the air in Steve's fart-filled room. Like in everyone's fart-filled room. Everyone farts. It's fine.
But-
Yeah, no, it's like, what's the difference between that air? It's one big fart.
But what I'm wondering,
Dinosaur farts.
but like, think about it, okay? Like when just not even a fart necessarily, but a skunk sprays, okay? And this is what made me think of it, because a skunk, there's some skunks in the area. So, skunk sprays, okay? Eventually, it dissipates into the air. It lingers for a while, but it eventually dissipates, right? Where does that smell go? Because
dissipates.
eventually it disappears, right? And I know it dissipates, but does that mean the particles are just too far apart to care now?
Yeah. Yes. Have you ever heard the term like parts per million, ppm? You see it on like some like chemicals and stuff like that, where it just tells you how much bad stuff per million of them.
So,
is.
My everyday life
I
at
have a-
work, yeah.
Like ppm. So
I have an odd question. Does that mean at any given second you're guaranteed to be breathing in at least one particle of skunk spray per, like, maybe quadrillion or quintillion, but like there's guaranteed to be at least one particle of skunk spray
well, it depends.
throughout the entire
It does
Earth atmosphere
dissipate
for you.
very well. It some of it does go into the atmosphere. You're right.
Like, there is a
Some
big
of it
atmosphere.
does float around perpetually, just because there's a chance that nothing gets to land or go up too much. Like, hypothetically, anything could literally happen given enough time. So yeah, they float out into the atmosphere. Some of them, just wind.
So I'm right on every level, basically.
Pretty well. Do they perpetually float around as particles? Yeah. They're not called particles, but like the particles are smaller than that. They're made of particles, but yeah, like particles are like literally the things that make the universe, like iron and like just one atom of iron. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like one. But yeah. And where does the smell go once it is smelt? That is an amazing one. I need to think about that.
I'm smoking weed on that one.
Yeah. Ryan, I don't know. What happened? See, I don't. What happens to a smell once it has been smelt? You got to get into like the definition of smelt, like past tense, smelt something.
All I can say, he who smelt it is he who dealt it.
Is it like the memory,
It's got to be like the memory.
like a storage space, like a hard drive?
Are
like
we
No, for sure.
internally just one big fart?
well, a part of us is.
Well, isn't
The
it?
part in the brain that controls the farts.
My favorite smell is weed. I don't know why y'all that smelt it is the one that dealt it, man. I
already said
like
it.
my weed smell.
And
Okay, fine. Weed smoke. Okay, let's use weed smoke. I was using a bad smell, but let's use weed smoke. Okay.
Or weeds like raw weed smell, like a fresh bud. Like sometimes you just open the container. Or
Just to go back to the fart thing, though, like Eddie Murphy did say in one of his stand-ups. We when someone says I farted, we stand and go, "You did fart." You sniff first because you want to register that fart. You want to be like,
You want to know
how
it.
bad is that fart? Is that like the last time when I farted the raw eggs and it was like, woo, had to fucking leave the whole fucking room?
You can really get to know a person based on the smell of their farts. It tells a lot about a person, I think.
this really reminds me of
At least
that.
at the time. Things could change.
This really reminds me of that scene
know-
from that one movie where he has like an interview and he farts and he's like, "Oh, that's fucking bad." Like, I can almost taste that. Like, did you have beans for lunch? It's like,
You know what I hate? Is I brought this on myself. Like, I'm just like, oh, great. I got 3 boys on a topic about fucking farts.
And you asked them about farts. And we just, like, took the bait and ran with it.
I got the stick now. I'm running.
It's a genuine question, though, because I was literally, like, sitting there baked out of my mind going, huh.
Any questions on there you wanna?
It's got to be the
I think it was well versed by Spinny.
Those
He
are
answered it all.
great questions.
That was actually really
was
well
amazing.
answered.
That should go on the fucking list of top best stoner thoughts that we read the one day.
Yeah.
I had to rethink my life, knowing that at any moment you could be breathing in one particle of cow shit, cow poo, cow smell, cow fart.
Oh, do you ever smell manure when you're walking down the fucking street? Yeah.
Cow manure. Yeah,
It's just all going up your nose. Where does it go?
one particle.
After your nose.
one
Into
particle.
your lungs.
No, it goes into your nose and gets caught
No,
by
the
little
ones you-
fibers and hairs in your nose, and that makes it stop right there.
You're
basically.
only smelling some of them. That's the other thing. The ones that go into your lungs, you're not smelling. They stick to the hairs,
Oh God.
and then they breathe back out.
Oh my god. So
boogers.
Cilia.
That's what boogers is. So when you see someone eating boogers, they're eating shit. That's why it's gross. I'm just saying. If you eat your boogers, I'm sorry. I don't want to kick shame nobody, but eating boogers is fucking gross.
No, you can
That's pretty
Exactly.
gross.
There used to be
if
a
that's
guy-
a kink, I'm fucking shaming anybody if that's a kink.
there used to be a-
I've literally never been heard it described this way. I always heard it with just like children.
It's a
Children
bad habit.
pick their nose and then like
Well, I was gonna say
Stop.
this.
and like a small percentage of them like, yeah, this is something I'll do again.
Literally watched a kid do that today.
Children are gross.
I could very well take this down a dark path. If you guys, do you guys know what Santorum is?
No.
No. All right.
So you're just gonna leave it at that?
You work in a sex shop.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's when you fuck somebody in the ass constantly, and then scrape out the semen, and then they spread that on toast or some shit.
That's like some Urban Dictionary shit.
Yeah, man.
Like the rusty trombone or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my god, speaking of the rust. Oh my god.
Do you have a story about the rusty
Yeah.
trombone?
Whoa.
There we go.
Okay.
The excitement level on that one.
That was a little too high.
No, listen. Okay, we got coloring books in at work. Okay, I work at a sex shop. We got coloring books in at work.
Okay, don't
They
color
are
books.
very graphic. One of the pictures
Make
in
them purple and shit.
one of the things is literally a chick doing that to a guy, and it says rusty trombone at the top.
Ew.
And it's a coloring book, and you can color it in. There's one with a bunch of different sex moves. That's one of them.
That implies that they need to give you a poop-colored crayon with it.
Whatever, I'm getting the weed one. I don't care.
You old tarnished sheriff badge.
Yeah.
I shit you not. We got the. I didn't even do that.
After that, you do not.
I hate myself. I hate myself so much.
It's great because you put it into this. You bring it up.
I know. I do it to myself.
You toss the ball, we fucking knock them out of the park.
You know what? Fuck it. So we kind of got distracted on explain the strain.
That's only because Ryan went rogue and was like out of nowhere and brought up the soft drink.
This is the official explain the strain segment. Thank you.
Only thing I brought up was my deep space. It's pretty similar to the one Chris had. In fact, it's a lot more regulated than weed. It's the exact same 10 milligrams. Carbonated, regulated, stamped out, pressed out. Same
Nutrition
shit.
facts.
What's that?
Nutrition
I
facts.
am a coin. Anybody that's seen Dear John will understand that.
No, do not.
Nope.
That's a girly movie. That's on me.
21% sugar.
Becca might get it.
Of that can.
21 grams? Am I fucking reading this right,
What the
Chris?
fuck? That's like a little diabetes in a little shotgun can. Like,
What the fuck?
Wait, of sugar?
Per nutrition facts per container. Oh, 21 grams of sugar.
damn. Don't get addicted to those.
It's no fucking wonder I'm having fucking trouble reading this, man. I've only drank half the can.
You got diabetes already.
Fuck. 21 grams? Like, I think the whole thing only weighs 21 grams. Or did they just barely pump in enough liquid to make it reach the top and let the sugar dissolve? Like, yeah, that won't kill him. Fuck. You survived this, Chris? Yeah, just barely.
I'm a lot bigger than you, so.
Yo, shit.
Fucking
What's
did
your
nothing.
weed?
What do we have?
Explain the strain.
Explain the strain. I picked it out today.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Trina even picked this out today.
I did. We got unicorn poop. Yeah. Yeah. I picked it out because of the name, obviously.
Yeah, duh. I would too. Who wouldn't? I saw that. I'm like, yeah, if I don't get that, I'll be mad.
Right?
Right.
Like, no matter how good the stuff I get, it
So
is.
it's unicorn poop by Tantalus. It's 2.9 milligrams of THC. THC total is 226. I shouldn't do this. Oh, look, a thingy. So it's a hybrid. GMO sophisticated lady. Oh, so it's GMO and sophisticated lady strains together.
So it's a cross.
Yeah. And then fuel, citrus, and herbal. Whatever that means. What's that mean?
Well, let me read it.
I want to read it.
Well, you don't understand it.
I want to read it. I don't understand that stuff, but THC is 20 to 25%. CBD is 0 to 1%. Unicorn poop is a potent hybrid strain bred by Thug Pug Genetics. Thug Pug. I love it. And is the result of a cross between GMO and Sophisticated Lady. Unicorn poop was bred by crossing GMO and Sophisticated Lady, and the results from Thug Pug Genetics was a creation of a legendary creature. Thug Pug, Gromerwana, is known for exotic strains with names to match, such as other notable cultivators, Meat Breath and Stankosaurus.
Okay, that's
Wow, that's a name. Yeah,
Unicorn.
right.
Stubbs copies me.
Unicorn poop follows suit, expressing a rainbow of color on the buds and strong scent of citrus and fuel.
Oh yeah, that smells delicious, and it is seriously like if you look at the bud here, it looks fucking like
Oh, wow.
there's a lot of orange hairs on it.
Can we put a light on this shit?
Yeah, well, you
I
got
don't know
my
how to.
phone,
I don't know
so
how to
I
turn
need
your
to
thingy on.
turn my flashlight on.
I know how to turn your thingy on, but not that thingy.
Oh
But
yeah, well, let's see here. There we go.
Ooh.
All the red horns, red hairs, and
Oh my god.
dusty greens.
Let me smell. Let me smell.
You take that. You can smell that. I will bust.
Okay, I see what they're saying about that kind of fuel-y smell, and I dig it. That might be weird to some people, but I mean, I'm the kind of person that likes the smell of gas stations, so...
Well, you pass that around so everyone else can smell it.
Reach.
I am.
That was hardly an effort.
You can pack a toke and then pass that around so everyone can pack a toke.
Oh, I got there. Yeah, very feely.
Yeah, this is by Tantalus, by the way. I also don't know what was mentioned.
I did say that.
Okay, good job.
Tantalus.
Very
Tantalus.
There.
Very, very orange.
Right? This is like Jane.
Like it's like Garfield orange.
Garfield orange.
Look how orange this is in this lighting.
Yeah, right. The purple
It's just
lighting
because like
going on.
yellow becomes orange in this, so it's like extra orange. Even though the lights up aren't orange.
Unicorn poop. Unicorn
Holy-
poop. Unicorn
holy
poop.
shit.
Like I'm not wrong, it's Garfield orange.
Garfield orange.
Garfield orange.
Garfield orange.
It's Garfield orange.
Garfield orange.
Right?
It is definitely much more orange with this light.
It's like a
than it
carrot.
is with-
Care for some unicorn poop, Spin?
Yes, please. I would love to smoke some
That's
unicorn
crazy.
poop.
Yes, let's get magical.
Let's get magical. All right, let me
Unicorn
finish
poop,
this bowl and empty it
unicorn
out.
poop gets you all magical when you go poop. I don't know.
Then you go spoof.
I was trying to think of it. Wait.
That's going in the intro.
Damn it. I should know better by now.
Oh, I can't wait to try this delicious.
Ryan, you packed one yet?
Nope, but I am scraping my pipe out and making sure that the screen is nice and clean.
That rhymed.
Taking my sweet time with it.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, you like
I want
that?
to
Eh?
smoke it.
I want to smoke it. Where like
It's in
is
front
it all
of you,
the way-
dude.
Yeah, it's right.
What? Oh,
Oh my god.
when did that happen?
Like 2
When,
seconds
when
ago.
Spinny was finished,
I thought you watched me do it.
you know, it kind of goes around the table.
No,
We're
Doesn't
center.
pay attention.
That
That's the
direct
left-hand
spot
side.
is covered by the mic, like circular
The pop filter? Yeah.
filter thingy.
Just
Yeah.
pack it, yo.
Just
Stop dilly-dallying and pack a damn toke.
no lollygagging around here.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lollipop. Sorry, I'm done.
Do you know what? I think it was Friday. I think it was Friday.
When? What are we referring to?
Well, when we recorded this on Friday was Arnold Schwarzenegger's birthday.
Oh.
Well, favorite actor.
Yeah, I am.
So, just wanted to mention that because I was waiting for Ryan and I didn't know what to say. So we all got bowls packed here of the unicorn poop.
Gonna get poopy.
Magic
Unicorn
poopy.
poopy.
Yeah.
It's magically delicious. I won't be sued by Post, will I? Post cereal?
Was that bad timing for you, Spinny?
That was great timing. I needed one of those.
Like you tried to get me earlier with my coffee.
Oh, I always go for it too. I deserve it so hard. Like, it's been a fun little game of mine. I just say something really funny right at the bad time, and no one's just like, yeah, nearly kill him. It's pretty funny. It's like extra funny.
Yeah, almost got coffee up my nose.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, god damn it.
Yeah. I like time my punchlines. I don't even think about it anymore. They just end up coming out there.
It's come so natural to you now.
Yeah, it's been so long.
I say some offhanded shit sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, people know.
No. Anybody who's this far into the podcast probably gets an idea of my personality by now.
Yeah, because it's 24. Episode 24. Well,
Is it?
it would be, but we also have the bonus 420 episode, so that makes it 25.
No, it's just 24. I don't count that.
Okay, well,
that's a special.
that's
It's
a
not
special.
part of the season.
Yeah, the true. Good point. So 24. So technically, you can listen to us for every hour of the day.
Officially, yeah.
If you're that fucking crazy, I'm sorry, but I like our podcast.
If you
but-
marathoned our podcast, we're probably like where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're like,
Run over in a day because
yeah, we have like
of,
a bunch of 75-minute podcasts.
There's-
That adds up.
That's true.
there's no way that we end at like
Times
60
24.
minutes.
Yeah, like only our
true.
first couple go to 60 minutes. The rest have been like 65 and up. Like, if we get under 60, it's like rare. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness. I don't have to edit so much.
Oh.
It only take 2 hours.
I try.
It just dawned on me.
What?
and I mean, I guess I'll talk about it on pod. One of our recording days would fall on my birthday. Are we going to record on my birthday?
Yeah, it's up to you.
I mean, are you down for that? It's your birthday.
I
You can
mean-
have your cake or podcast and eat it too.
We'll have people here. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably not doing the day thing anymore. So, why, yeah, we could do that. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I work.
Right.
Well, who's gonna be in town that weekend?
Oh my god. A couple of people that we could possibly have on could definitely. Okay, you can go to work. It's fine.
Just don't record without me. If, yeah,
Jess?
Exactly. We've proven we could.
yeah.
Jess?
Just barely. Jess will be here. My buddy Cody's gonna be visiting, so he could possibly be an interesting person to come on, especially because he has very interesting martial arts
He's a
knowledge.
character.
Oh, yeah, we've had Jess on before, so we could have
We
Cody.
could have Cody if he's down to talk.
Yeah, if he wants to. Yeah, for sure.
He can be a little shy, but hopefully we can burst that bubble a little bit.
That way, Julian doesn't feel left out.
Nah, Julian won't be here, unfortunately.
No, he's not coming down.
No,
I
he'll
thought
be
was.
here the next weekend. So maybe the next weekend, on the 14th. But sorry to date drop, but because they'll be like behind on this, but because my birthday's on the 7th. Yay, August 7th. Yay. But other than that, yeah. So
Yeah, so we'll figure it out by then. We'll have somebody on, if not the three of us again, because
Yeah,
yeah, we'll do a little birthday podcast.
that'd be awesome.
It'll be coming out after my birthday, but I'm cool with it.
That's fine. People can celebrate then, and we'll obviously post about it the day of.
I'm not about like people celebrating it like outside of the podcast. I just think it would be fun to do a podcast on my birthday.
Yeah, that too. I mean, someone might not know it's your birthday, and they listen to the podcast, like, "Oh, hey, happy belated birthday" or something.
Yeah.
You never know. We reach a lot of ears now. Maybe like 20.
Fair enough. Do you count all those ears as one because you call them half deaf, Chris?
No, I'm counting all those ears as one, as in we probably have like 10 listeners, so really there's 2 ear each person, 20 ears.
And we love all 10 of you.
Yes, we do. We need you.
And maybe more.
And many more.
Ba-dum-tsh. Sorry, I'm obnoxious.
What was that about?
I don't even know.
Just like an urge to blurt out a saying.
Well, I think it's time for good old more lemon if anybody
Oh, here we
no
go.
objections.
Yeah, sure. Hit it up.
This one seems interesting.
Oh boy.
Oh, and
You find yourself at the door of a bomb shelter. The end of the world is near. There is space for one more person. At the door, there are 2 people desperate to enter. Do you, A, let in the electrical engineer who is infertile? B, the attractive person with no skills, but is very fertile?
Man.
you know there's nobody else in there?
Now the engineer, bro. The engineer. There's no one else in the bomb shelter at all. You're
Nope,
all alone.
it just says you find yourself at the door of a bomb shelter at the end of the world, but there's only space for one more person. So it's either you and this engineer who's infertile, or you and the person who's attractive but fertile.
Well, what the fuck do I bring to the table? It sounds like in the scenario, like I'm also at the door with them.
Yeah, you are.
And they have like I just had know for a fact the only 2 options are I go and then this person goes, or I go and then this other person goes. There's 3 of us. There could very easily have just been those 2. It's like I have an engineer and that person, yeah. and Spinny, what do you provide? Oh, you're an engineer too? Oh, an audio engineer. That doesn't count anymore. Like, we don't care about that during the apocalypse.
Well, what if you need to make a radio?
So could he. Probably better than me. They invented them. I just use them.
The most Spinny could do is tune it.
Find the radio station. Plug it into a speaker. That's it.
I'm pretty sure we witnessed in Fallout. Anybody can tune a ham radio. I don't think Spinny's bringing much to the to the table there.
Not survival skills in the apocalypse. Like, oh yeah, I'll make your podcast sound real good. Like,
realistically though, what do any of us bring to the table in an apocalypse? Absolutely fuck all.
Hey man, I bring my nerd knowledge and brawn.
Yeah, I'm not the main character of the story, man. I'm like, if like zombie apocalypse story, I'm not the main character of the movie.
Yeah,
I'm gone early. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna make it past a full year if it comes to an actual apocalypse.
You know what I am? I'm bait. That's it.
I'm
I'm the fat one that waddles behind going, I can't keep up. Oh no!
That kind of reminds me of the old saying: you don't have to outrun the lion or the cheetah or the predator. You just have to outrun your friend.
Yeah, I'm like a dwarf. I'm good for short sprints.
Oh.
That's about it. Short sprint from here to there, I can do. I'm a really fast runner in short bursts. You get me. I am not good over long distances.
Yeah, same. I can run real fast for like a couple minutes.
Yeah. No, same.
And then eventually, just like my heart ticks out.
We're all pretty good smokers, so I think that's got.
Eventually, my lungs cave in and my knees start to swell, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I get shin splints. And it's like, oh, I'm done.
Did it work? Did you get him?
I don't think the only time it's ever been worth it was when I didn't miss the bus and I took off flying, and my friend was just like, "Did you know she could run like that?"
I hate running for the bus.
Man, there was like a whole year of my life where I just decided, like, I don't run for buses anymore. I'll walk. And if it's not going to pick me up, I'll be mad about it.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
That is basically how I am right now. I just have no fucks given. I'll be super
I missed the
irritated.
bus. Okay. Meh.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, if it comes down to a set of lights, I'll do my best to try and cross them or run if I have to.
Right.
Because sometimes you can get fucked over by a bus just because of a set of lights. I've been sitting at a set of lights for 4 or 5 fucking minutes, and it's like I could have been on the other side of these lights and caught the bus, guaranteed. I was here well in advance, but because this light decided to take 5 minutes, I'm now screwed. Like, there it goes. Great.
So would you take the engineer or the useless bitch or whoever?
I don't think any of us would get picked. I think that was the conclusion. I think the person who can reproduce and the engineer who can like save your life. And
Yeah, but the engineer's infertile.
So both of them and you, like not you, and like.
So one of them needs to.
Oh, the engineer's infertile, so even women wouldn't.
So
take
that
him.
that would be like not the ideal solution because that would.
Ideally, in this situation, you're supposed to be fertile, and you're supposed to help either repopulate the earth or fix where you are.
So yeah, either doom all mankind to death, or
It's just you and
have someone
buddy
that's-
engineer hanging out.
have someone who's fertile, and you can be fertile and end up
In the
repopulating
moment,
the earth.
sorry, Mr. Engineer. Probably.
Sorry,
Hope for the
Spinny.
best that,
If that puts me in that situation where it's between an attractive woman that's fertile and
Me, the engineer.
sound engineer Spinny.
I would expect to lose that
I mean,
one.
sound
sorry.
engineer was not a part of it. It was just
Well,
engineer.
I'd leave you my
that's-
weed.
That's what I was gonna say. Is they
No, you
don't.
wouldn't. You'd be like, Oh my God, this is gonna be a long ride. I need to make this as last as long as possible. You're not having any. Go find your own, man. If you're still alive after the boom.
Here's your last
Because it's a
bowl.
bomb shelter, right? So it just implies kaboom.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, they never specify what kind of engineer. They say engineer.
Yeah.
Could be a sound engineer.
That's like,
true.
I'm a doctor. Like,
What kind of doctor?
I have a doctorate in music. Like, okay. You're a music doctor.
Oh.
Can you save this man's life? No. I could write a song about it.
I could
Pretty sick beat.
I could like give you just one last bowl for the
Yeah, for the
for
road.
the apocalypse for the road.
Yeah.
Which kind of reminds me of like your buddy, your friend that you were telling us the story about. Man, he had his like buster on top of the each other
my
and
roommate.
dropped his last bowl.
Like, and he did that over and over and over again. Like, he just
15
kept
times.
doing it. Like, it had to be like upwards of 15 times he did it while the course of us living together. And it's just like, I felt so bad, but like, he just wouldn't learn to screw in the grinder. All he had to do was just like, when you put it on, just and then it's just, that won't happen.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not going
the
to
way.
unscrew itself. Once it's screwed, it's screwed.
Mm-hmm.
That's like life.
Oh, yeah. That would be a dick move. Hands the buster to Spinny and the
I just-
apocalypse.
I just-
Here's the
I
one last
prepare it.
bowl for the road. Oh my god.
I have done it. I'm
Fucking
not going to
notice.
say I haven't done it, but like once or twice.
Yeah.
Like, and then on that, ever since that, I've been pretty careful, you know. But yeah, poor guy. So many times, and it was always like right before, like the last toke he had before we were going to pick up more.
Yeah.
And it had to like get us through the night.
Wow. Damn. Now, do you think that's related to like the universe or the stars? Like, some people are just attracted to this shit. Like, sometimes the rain cloud just seems to float right above you, and it's like, fuck you. Like that one movie, Bruce Almighty, where he's like, smite me, almighty smite. Why
That's one of my
did
favorite
these things
lines.
fucking happen to me?
Or like that meme where it's like, it's lightning strikes an ocean like 7 times in a row and it gets caught on camera, and it's like, fuck these 7 fish in particular.
I don't think I've seen that meme.
Well, you have now.
Well, they don't tell you about that moral dilemma, though. Is that there could be other people out there in the world.
Yeah, right? Like,
You're just
what the-
perceiving that you're the only two left. It's a big fucking world, bro.
Yeah, how
How
bad's
many-
that bomb gonna be? Like, we've done some pretty big bombs, and it's like, like if you didn't get you blowed up, then
And,
you
like-
might be fine.
Just think how many bomb preppers there are out there right now that have bomb shelters in like the backwoods and everywhere.
Yeah.
You'll find a bomb shelter in like 3 different areas in short distance from each other, probably.
Yeah, no kidding.
So it's like, would you be the last 2 really, or could you just wait maybe a couple days, travel out there maybe a month, see what happens after the fallout?
Yo, I got a kind of not a moral dilemma, but it's like a moral question, like a moral dilemma.
Okay.
Like, fuck, what were you just talking about? God damn it! Like, it's literally just
Running into people.
what?
Running into people in the apocalypse.
Oh, the apocalypse.
Yeah.
And like other people. Yeah, no, it's gone.
Oh, man.
All right.
It's completely gone.
Magically disappeared.
Yeah, from the unicorn poop.
Yeah.
Unicorn
That-
pooped away.
That's a pothole. I'm gonna smoke a bowl and then I'll bring up something related. Actually, you know what? I'll bring it up. What if it's not bombs that it winds up ending civilization or bringing us into the apocalypse? But there's theories that are
we
from
go,
the 60s that they're trying to bring out. No, not even the Terminators. There's an article from the 60s that predicted that there might be an economic and societal collapse in the 2040 or 2050.
Based
So
on math.
maybe, yeah,
Okay.
based on math and kind of economics with like the climate and shit. And maybe like governments are just getting to a point where it's getting overwhelming to actually run and function a society that is that big.
And complex and interconnected.
Right. The planet is now at like 7 on its way to 8 billion people or something like that. I mean, I might be off on my numbers a little bit, but pretty sure 7 billion.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Somebody was born.
Yeah.
Is that what you were doing?
No.
Sure, Ryan.
And
mean, I
you
can't
call
not wrong.
yourself a fucking Marvel fan.
Not really.
He let him have his innocence. That was cute. That was cute. He didn't think of like literally half the universe dying. He thought of, was the baby born?
Oh shit! You know
And
what?
that's pretty wholesome.
That's cute. That's cute.
Feel the good. Or what was
Every
that?
time a
fucking
bell
Nicky.
rings, an
Little
angel
Nicky?
gets its
Yeah.
wings.
Ryan was referencing Little Nicky there.
Yeah, that's what that reminds me of. Your dark side, my light side. Wow. Yeah, there was 2 different polar opposite meanings of that.
That was a little Easter egg for Marvel fans, but it's fine.
Can you really trust the math from back then? Like, people, you just said yourself, you can't do the math correctly.
How good were they at math, really?
I read an article the other day that they've actually taken another look at that and kind of reanalyzed it, and they're like, you know what, maybe this is kind of on point. Like, it's kind of adding up. Like, the things he was talking about in the 60s are kind of looking like, you know what, this could line up and be like, I don't know, I'd have to take a deeper look into it. I'll link it on the podcast because I can definitely find it. Feel free to take a look, but
that means you'll send me the link.
yeah.
I can do math any better than you. No, you can't, yes I can. No, you can't, yes I can.
I'm not sure what song that is, but I'm sure we'll get sued for it. And there it is, folks. If you're drinking while listening to us, that's your one drink for when one of us says we get sued by something.
Is that the new drinking game?
I don't know. It might be. You
Is
could
that,
make one.
is that what we're doing? We take a drink every time, like Trina sings something that we could get us sued
Probably.
for copyright infringement.
Yeah, that'd make a good rule.
Oh boy, we get fucked. We get wrecked. That's so often.
It's gonna get rickety wrecked!
Yeah, I think it's been, what,
Sued!
5 or 6 times in an episode?
The last one, or the one that just dropped today, episode 23, 22. Whichever one was fucked. We do this in advance. It's fucked up.
They know. We don't need to keep explaining ourselves. They get the picture by now.
Sometimes one podcast is someone's first podcast. As Stan Lee once said, someone's comic book is someone's first comic book.
We love you. Go to the beginning. No, actually, no. Go a few away
Just
from
listen
the
to
beginning.
whatever you want to watch. Do whatever way you want.
Cool on for the high,
Just
man.
do whatever, man. Dave's not here, man. Sued!
I don't even care if you're sleeping and you're just listening to us sleep right now.
That's backwards.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Other way around. You're sleeping and just listening to us while you sleep. I forgot the word while you. While you're sleeping.
Or you said it in your head, thought you said it.
I thought the word while you're and forgot.
I've done that.
Yeah.
He's got unicorn poop for brains.
But yeah. If you're just like listening to us on like because you just have like our playlist on like loop if you're sleeping right now. Mm-hmm. Hope you have a great sleep.
Yeah.
To sleep.
Well, our voices are very soothing.
We laugh a lot and cough and we're loud
I'm
sometimes.
slightly obnoxious.
We all are. That's why we're on a podcast.
It's true.
I mean, let's be honest, all I can think of is the Finding Nemo guy. I'm gonna touch the butt!
Why?
Because he goes, I'm obnoxious!
I forgot about that.
And every time I tell people I'm obnoxious, that's how I want to say it. Most obnoxious way possible. I'm obnoxious!
It reminds me of like Ralph Wiggum kind of shit.
Yeah. So, after drinking about half of this Deep Space, I'm gonna say that I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest with you. I mean, I enjoy the effects of it, but taste-wise, I don't think it tastes that great.
I liked it. I thought it tastes like Dr. Pepper.
Almost hate to say that I'd rather fucking eat a raw bud.
You hate to say that? You hate to say that? Really? You want to look me in the eye and say you hate to say that when you
When it's a drink? Like, if I'm gonna spend $4 on a drink, like, I mean, they could clearly do a better job than that and make it taste better
raw
than
buds
a
are
raw
your
bud.
favorite. You might as well make a fucking salad out of them at this
It's
point.
an acquired taste.
Hey, I eat about 24 buds a year.
That is not right.
we're
About
talking
2 a
like
Two a month.
two tiny a month, 2 tiny buds a month.
Like 0.3 kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
Like a whole P5, but like
Yeah.
half a P5.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna create a poll on Twitter. Just, I want to see how people
Do it.
feel fucking about this.
Good,
Has to
yes,
happen.
do
Do
it up. Do it up.
You know
You
that
have to
shit.
do it after this podcast. I guess
Yeah.
for this stuff. You can't do it today, right now.
No, I
When you're
know.
mad about it, you have to remember later on when it's
I
time.
have to be remembered to be. I have to remember to be mad about it.
Yeah, you'll get more mad at it. I don't think if it's brought up, you will not be not mad about it.
Yeah,
I will forever be mad about it.
yeah. Right. All you think is Ryan eating buds is instant rage.
Two tiny little buds a month.
You keep saying it like it's no big deal.
If you dip them in chocolate, man, it makes it even a little bit better. Maybe put little Rice Krispies. Yeah, we could work
I'll
out.
try it. I'll try it.
And-
If you make them for me one day, I will try one.
You know what? Next.
No.
She's like, not in
next-
this fucking house.
No. No,
Come on, it's a
your
treat
fuck-
for the
don't want your weed fucking crazy
What
ass
if you like
idea.
put them like make them and put them in the fridge, and then you bring them out, and then bring them over. You make them at home and bring us some chocolatey weed treats to eat. Trina won't have one, but I will try one. Ryan, it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
We
It's time to
talked
make
about this.
the weed raro frochet. You said that very wrong.
The word.
We're where yeah. The where way.
Weed raro. Weed raro rocher.
Reed Wero.
on, guys.
Weed
It's-
Wero.
Wow.
That's hard to say.
It's Reefer Rocher.
You sound like you have peanut butter in your mouth, no matter how you say it, even if you're pronouncing it right. Just
Reefer
like,
cocaine.
Reefer Cocaine.
I said reefer cocaine.
Well, it sounds like Reefer Cocaine. That's probably, I think they
I
changed
was
the name.
trying to go with rhyming words.
I think they changed the name from Green Crack to just CC on the if you buy weed.
CC?
Yeah.
GC?
Or GC.
GC,
GC, my bad.
Huh?
There used to be a strain called Green Crack.
Oh, right.
And
still
now when
has
they
the
sell
best.
at dispensaries, it has to be GC. Because,
Calling it crack's probably not good.
probably not. It's false advertising for someone comes in. You got crack!
Yo, this place got crack. This shit's single. That's fucking sick.
All I can think of is D.L. Hewley. You want buy a sack?
All you was Dave Chappelle, his fucking crackhead character with
Yeah.
Tyrone.
I mean,
Wait for crack here?
Yeah, one of my favorite memes in the world, like my reaction memes, is the picture of that scene, but it's just like, you got any more of those pixels? Like, it was someone posts a picture, it's like you can't see it. It's like so blurry you can't see it.
oh man.
My grandmother posted a picture, and the picture was like fucking 12 pixels by 12 pixels on Facebook, and like it was so weird, and like on a certain view of. Like, the image just blew up, and you just saw 7 pixels, but they were, like, the size of your, like, fist. Like, it was so weird. I've never seen a picture that small on Facebook. It was, like, almost, like, I'm not even mad, I'm impressed. Like,
Yeah.
that's some, like, weird art.
It's like back in the
When
day
it-
when you'd have like a flip phone. Those like 8-pixel cameras.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god.
Everybody got a bowl packed?
I actually do.
No, but I do have an empty bowl, and I can pack that pretty quick.
Well, you packed
Can you?
that,
Because
friend.
you took freaking forever the last time.
Really?
Well,
Because
well-
it's done.
I was gonna say, well, he did that. I have time to plug the socials.
Oh.
Just jump all up in there, why don't you?
Maybe I will. You can find us on Twitter at alwaysmorepod. And you can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Always Room for More Podcast.
Look at her go.
Everybody's on the ball tonight.
Yeah. It's a good podcast.
Well, let's talk
We
to
had to be a good podcast. We got all 4 people back.
Yeah, the gang's all here.
it. Yeah. Full house.
Yeah, I'll smoke weed to that.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming along for the high, because there's always room for more.